This is the highlights from the second under-18s festival game that we managed to capture at the Manor. It was the visit of Burgess Hill under-18s. Similar team to the first game for Worthing. One of the exciting, interesting things about the festival is visit of teams and players that we don't know so well, which can make it a challenge to choose what to do. Ollie Kay, however, won the toss and elected to have a bat. So weather-wise, it started out a nice enough day at the Manor. And Ollie and Ed open up the batting. Waiting for the looser, easier balls to hit. It's moving along at a reasonable rate. Plenty of overs to bat. Ed really getting going here in the fifth over. 3 fours in a row. Continuing in the seventh, hitting out, which meant in the eighth over, Ollie could bring up the Worthing 50. 50 partnership obviously being the first one. So a decent strong start. More boundaries from Ollie as he catches up pace with Ed. But Ed then misjudging one. First wicket to fall, 10th over. 61 for 1. Ed having a swing and not ending up making contact with the ball, which did bring Henry Chandler out. Henry, however, did not last very long. 1 run, 15 balls before he was caught. Worthing down to 63 for 2. And Joseph Clapp, also a fairly brief appearance in the match in the batting stage. 9 balls, 5 runs before given LBW off the bowling of Ward. So from a strong start, 3 relatively quick wickets for Worthing, followed by confusion in the middle, mix up, a little bit of yes, no, yes, no, yes, which just results in Toby being run out. So 81 for 4 now, 18th over. Harry Clapp joining Ollie Kay. Ollie's scoring slowed right down here, run rate dropped. Still plenty of time to bat, so of no great concern that for Worthing really. Just the need to settle things down. And Harry with a shot over the top, bringing up Worthing's 100 in the 23rd over. He didn't have much more to do in the Worthing batting innings though, unfortunately. 15 off 25. Ollie looking for another partner to stick around with him, help build on a good start. Then Ollie's own 50 comes up, 28th over, 71 balls. Well batted Ollie. He's now out there with our other under-18s Ollie Baker. who again was spending more time out in the middle. Didn't add a huge number of runs himself, obviously allowed Ollie K to keep scoring, but 6 wicket down, which very quickly became 7 as Henry simply not seeing that ball, not getting the bat in the way quick enough. And he's bowled 3rd ball. Ollie's still working away. Harry Mason, whilst not setting the scoreboard alight and sticking around, but then Ollie reaching for one that, walking back to the pavilion, he possibly regrets going for. Leaves Worthing at 147 for 9, having batted only 35 of the overs. Harry Mason and Sam Hicks, though, stuck around very stubbornly for a long time to chew up some of the overs before Sam sends one down the ground and is caught. So Worthing managing to use up 42 of the possible 80 overs in the day and scoring 171 runs. It was around about this time of the day, though, where also the weather started to turn, as you can see from an umbrella in the background there. So Ollie and Ed, strong start. 76 for Ollie, 31 for Ed. Not a lot apart from Harry Clapp and Harry Mason adding 15 each in there. Brownsell, 4 wickets. So Worthing with a total to defend, knowing what they needed to do, but equally Burgess Hill able to do the maths and understand what they need. And a great start, really. Maiden over from Joseph Clapp, and then Sam Hicks, 1st ball. Opener Turner, LBW. Burgess Hill, nothing for 1 after 1.1 overs. Joseph continuing to bowl well. A little bit of an edge taking away that 1-4. Likewise Sam coming down from the Broadwater end, keeping it nice and tight. As you can see even from the picture here, though, conditions getting worse and worse, allowing Joseph perhaps to squeeze one through. 2nd wicket down. Here now, though, in just the 6th over, it really was pretty miserable for anybody to be out there playing cricket, but they stuck with it. And with Sammy Tiddley bowling, Burgess Hill able to bring up their 50 in the 10th over. But last ball of that over, Larder chipping one up to Joe Clapp. Burgess Hill 54 for 3, which kept the game fairly well poised. Then Henry bringing one back into Connor Ward. 4 down. A very loose ball in his next over, though. No ball 4. And this is Ollie Baker coming in from the pavilion end. Still Henry from Broadwater end. Plymouth, the most comfortable of the Burgess Hill bats that we've seen so far today. Scoring quicker. Overall though, Burgess Hill similar rate here, 100 after 20 of the overs. So to match their first 50. Then another wicket falls. So this game quite well poised at this point in time, really. With Worthing knowing they need to take all 10 wickets to win the game. Burgess Hill with plenty of time though really to reach their target, knowing probably that if they can essentially just stick around out there, they will get up to the total. Ollie Kay bringing himself onto bowl. We can see why there. 6th wicket of the innings down. Burgess Hill 129 for 6. Needing round about 40 more runs. Worthing needing 4 wickets. Then, strange slice of luck really. In the rather horrible wet slippy conditions, Sammy not able to hold on to the ball when it's come back to her. But Harry Mason sharp enough to gain the run out. 7 wickets down. Then Henry back for a second spell. Probably not terribly impressed with his own delivery, to be honest. Rather short, but in this wet, weird, sticky, slightly grim wicket, somehow the ball does enough to get through. 8 wickets down. 150 up for Burgess Hill. Still with a few overs to play for, so really the onus here on Worthing to take the wickets if they're going to force a result. Brownsell here though, who'd done so well with the ball, level-headed enough to take on the balls that he can and pick up the runs. Which led us to the end of the game. Burgess Hill reaching the total they were searching for of 172. Wickets shared around by the Worthing bowlers in a decent performance. As we said, fielding in utterly miserable conditions, really. So Burgess Hill won by 2 wickets. If you're watching this, it's freshly uploaded. Our next live stream, Saturday 16th of August this year. The one's back at home. We hope you will tune in as always and enjoy that. Thanks very much for watching.